you require my unique services, we can quickly return to my shop.
Royal physician. I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's time to put him to the question.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve. I could use a drink.
It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it? My arc pylon will eclipse the Sokolov model. you require my unique services, we can quickly return to my shop.
Not the swill to be found here, but the King Street brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle Estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect with Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out, in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself, and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I swear I never saw her face, although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city, and perhaps the Empire itself.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well. Everything was so fancy at the Golden Cat, but in a different way than the palace was fancy. The old Madame Prudence said that all the ladies are princesses and the men come to admire them.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready? Regent's pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours will let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
This area is restricted to invited guests only, by request of the local landowners. Unauthorized intruders will be expelled or apprehended on site. Attention citizens, please clear the streets. This area is restricted to intruders.
Corvo? Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine? And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
So she stopped singing as they passed,
and they thought she was a witch.
You should have seen it. Ran right through the rose bushes and tackled her. Dragged her back to that abbey.
And they call us stupid.
We had to get a notarized letter from the Regent himself to get her back. But she hasn't been the same since.
I'm not surprised. I've heard stories.
She won't talk about it. One of these days
I'm gonna take one of those zealots apart myself.
I'll be right behind you. Things are bad. Did the city get any worse?
Indeed.
Why, it's a fortress. Have you ever...
Oh, there went my invitation.
Maddie, don't chase after that. You don't know what's in those... Yes, they're going to wear the same costume in different colors, and we're meant to guess. Another of their eccentric fancies. I suppose we've no choice but to play.
It's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be inexpressibly tiresome.
If you're not going to have fun, maybe you should go home.
I'll struggle on, once we locate the wine.
Harold takes pride in being difficult.
As much as you take in being easy.
Shall we go in?
Emma insisted we meet her out by the curb.
Well, I'm going to catch plague and die waiting out here.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Why don't you wait here, as any gentleman would, and we'll go inside and make nasty remarks about
invitation, please.
Or lack of...
Well, we know I'm no gentleman, so you might as well make them here.
You have to feel sorry for her. She's only here to ask for a handout.
Right this way, sir.
Desperate. When have the Boyles ever given anything? Maybe she hopes she'll win the game. Life is so boring. I'd die without gossip.
We'll probably die anyway, waiting for him.
I'll drink to that.
Which one?
Any of it. I damn it, wine.
Look at that mask.
Another party
Sick
game.
bastard.
It was fun for a season, but now?
What is it tonight?
Guess which is which. Their hair and makeup are identical, but one's in red, one's in black, one's in white. There's a prize at the end. The Boyle cameo.
As if they don't get enough attention. Then again, the cameo is worth a lot.
Does his bedroom have a balcony? If you could get...
Welcome to the Boyle Estate.
Yes? Pendleton? What's he got to say to me? Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit. I hope he's paying you well for this. It's damn cold tonight. Hurry up, and let's see what you're made of.
Lord Pendleton's representative will select his weapon. A contest of honor will take place between this anonymous gentleman acting for the challenger, Lord Trevor Pendleton, and Lord Shaw, the challenged party. You will each turn and proceed to the marked positions and remain facing away from each other as I count down from 3. You may then turn and fire at will.
Get on with it. I'll kill this fool and we can all go back inside.
Sorry, my lord. We shall proceed. Stop! Stand right there. 3, 2, 1.
And that's another patron dead. What do we do now?
It's lucky we're in demand. I hear the Estermonts pay top coin. No use trying them tonight. Let's see if we can find a little brandy. Let the Boyles clean up the mess. The party's indoors this time.
Hello. The Boyles hope you have a wonderful time tonight.
Careful. We tried for a peek upstairs, and the man on duty is an ass.
I should have taught him some manners. This party is a sham.
I'm sure he's just doing his job. A party like this, anyone might have crept in.
Excuse me, my cup.
What happened last night? Never doubt it.
Of course I don't mean you. But people are desperate, and the Boyles are awfully wealthy these days.
Nonsense. To impress people.
Your obsession with the Boyle woman. Will it never end?
You? A gentleman? Go ahead, help yourself. I take everything I can carry. They'll never miss it. Don't be silly. The rumors say the Boyles practically own...
Bless you.
Did you hear about Mrs. Brimsley, you'll never believe this.
What is it now?
She had her jobber pick up a boy in the street, barely 16 years old, no family left.
I thought her interests were confined to her family.
I think she ran out of family a while ago.
What's it all about? And how do you know this?
My servants heard it from hers, naturally. They were sexual rights I can only assume. Or else, I heard she bathed in her own nephew's blood.
Ridiculous. What sort of...
Excuse me.
Oh, leave him be. It's a party.
This is a private conversation.
Anything you need, sir? It's called mingling.
There's something disturbing about that mask. I know your mission tonight. We must speak. Privately.
You there, stop that.
I'm a friend of Pendleton's, and I've done a few favors for your cause. I know your purpose here tonight. And, how to say this, your target is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear of her again. There's a cellar directly below the kitchen. I'll wait for you there. I'm not proud of this, but surely it's better than seeing her killed. Her name is Esma. I won't harm her, I swear. I'm a man of means. Just bring her to the cellar, and I will keep her safe with me. Forever. You should see this as an opportunity.
To what? Learn a trade? Join the City Watch?
Your house built its fortune in crisis. You can do so again.
Land is worthless now. My building... Hold on. I need a cigar.
Evening, sir.
Hello, sir.
Are the new applicants as weak as the last side? Yes, yes.
You could get her sent to the Abbey.
Nobody that rich gets sent anywhere they don't want. The Brimsleys made an awful lot of money this past century. Makes you wonder if those rituals work.
What happened to the boy?
I hear he enjoyed himself very much. For a while.
Welcome to the party.
Don't remember is the rats came a half a year before.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Yes.
Are you sure? That's not how I remember it.
Yes, excuse me a moment.
Wait, who is that? You, sir, with the hand tattoo. Put those weapons away, unless you feel like tangling with the watch. No guests past this point.
Sisters in the oracular order make a pronouncement regarding the plague soon. Dies.
things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Indeed, I believe so. What's going on there?
I say nothing against the Lord Regent. He's the only one holding this together. He'll make us great again.
Some of us will be great. The Boyles, at least.
Excuse me.
Hello, handsome. Oh, really? Who am I, then? In the flesh. Now, do you know what my sisters are wearing? Silly, she's wearing white tonight. Oh my word, I wasn't supposed to say, was I? Lydia and Waverly will be so furious. This is exactly what they said would happen. Oh, don't stop now, this is so thrilling. Come with me.
Damn! What now? Someone get over here! Get behind him!
I say nothing against the Lord Regent. Excuse me a moment.
Ooh, scary mess.
Welcome to the Boyle Estate.
Oh, hello, handsome. I'm already seeing two of you, but thanks anyway. You're serious, aren't you? I'm really in danger? Oh, but this is perfect. I love it. What happens next? Are you gonna tie me up? Oh, yes, of course I can. Anything.
What are you doing? Please move along.
any worse?
Chances are very good.
We found out what the whales could do, and it made us an empire. This is the beginning of a golden age.
Do you know they've dug down and found the ruins of...
Excuse me.
Okay, move it along.
Found her! Quickly, let's get her on board.
At last. Oh, my love. Someday you will understand. You'll never know how happy you've made me. Someday she'll learn to appreciate me. After all, she'll have her whole life.
hope you enjoyed your evening, sir. But we'd best be on our way. Quickly. Lord Pendleton said he would meet us here. I checked the wine cellar. Losing family gives a man a thirst.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The masked criminal is believed to be hiding in a quarantine district. All...
You did it. And now we've done away with a woman, and a noble woman at that. But Boyle was a viper. She helped the Lord Regent kill the Empress. So I don't feel a thing for her. Personally, I heard you upheld my name in a rather spectacular style and at some risk to yourself. I want to thank you for it. This little item has been helpful to my family over the generations. But I think you'll find more use for it than I ever will. Go on. Take it. You've had a long night, Corvo. But I fear it's not over. Havelock and Martin have already cooked up something more for you. They would like to see you now. In Havelock's chambers above the bar.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The streets adjacent to Boyle Manor remain off-limits pending an ongoing investigation.